What's the date today, the 21st?
We're rolling.
It's September 21st. We're here for this edition of Denver Speakers Corner. Every Sunday at 4 o'clock we meet here at the North Pavilion Civic Center in Denver. It's on Colfax, right across the street from the Denver Newspaper Agency. It's a great chance for you to come and exercise your First Amendment right, the right to speak out about what's on your mind, about candidates, issues, causes, concerns that you have. Sometimes it's hard to know where to go to get that message out, and this is a good place to share it. Barb is videoing, and we're going to be putting this up on video each week. So if you can't come down here and join us, check us out online each week. And we've got some interesting people here to share with you today. And if you're not here today, we hope you'll come next week. So to start us off, to talk about the Second Amendment and other things that's on his mind, JJ Swinitek. JJ.
You will get my name right someday. Hi, my name's JJ Swinitek. I'm running for State House District 5, and I'd like to speak today on the Second Amendment. Allow me to quickly read the Second Amendment. It's rather short, but to the point. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, that into itself, some people feel that is entirely based on us having a militia. And since a militia is out of date, we shouldn't have this amendment anymore. What they don't understand is the context of what this entire amendment was written for. The amendment was written when militias were necessary to the safety of a city, and outside of the city, there was no safety. You had to protect yourself. Now, we do not have a lawless society at this point. However, I have noticed that carrying a gun is a lot easier than carrying a cop with you. They're much lighter. Now, easier to feed too. The important thing to realize is that the Second Amendment is specifically about the ability of one person being able to self-defend himself. The bit about the security of a free state. Also, one of the first things that a totalitarian government tries to do is to disarm the public. Now, what we need to do is realize that this amendment enables the American people to be forever free as long as we hold on to this amendment.
They wouldn't want to disarm us, would they?
Ha ha, that's a good one, John. Yes, in fact, every state has tried to disarm its public just before it attempted to enact laws to enslave its people.
And you think that could happen here?
I think it is happening. Washington, D.C., for example.
But they passed an amendment that said it was okay for them to carry small arms.
The Supreme Court said it's fine for them to carry small arms and to defend yourself in your home, and D.C. went right back and said, no, it didn't.
After the Supreme Court?
After the Supreme Court. Setting up they just wrote a new law, changed a few words, and put it right back on the books.
I hadn't heard that.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Want to tell us about Wednesday night?
Wednesday night, yes, Wednesday night at 7 o'clock on Channel 8. Check your internet for Channel 8 Denver TV, and you will see a debate between myself and my opponent, Mr. Joel Judd, at 7 p.m. That's when it's going to be happening live. I don't know if they're broadcasting live on the internet. Thank you very much.
All right. Wow. Well, JJ Swinitek.
Swinitek. Bird College.
Swinitek. I'm sorry
There
I'm
you go.
slow on the uptake. One of the reasons I'm hoping that JJ, while he's on TV, will challenge his opponent to come here to Denver Speakers Corner. This will become a terrific forum if candidates will challenge their opponents to come here. And if the opponent's not here, fine, we'll just let the one that shows up have their turn. But we're hoping that the two would come, especially in districts where you know, there's not a whole lot going on, and that's most of the local districts. Most of the local districts really don't have many get-togethers where they can oppose each other and really hash things out. We can have a lot of fun with this. So, JJ, we hope that you'll be encouraging them on TV to all come down here.
I will mention it.
And that Mr. Judd would be coming down here too. It'd be great to see him. So, who wants to go next? How about Lynn Michaud? Lynn.
Go for it.
Step in the way. No. Hello, I'm Lynn Michaud. I have two things I'd like to speak about today. One is the Second Amendment. Now, I read it as not a militia, but as personal protection. Now, personal protection, it specifically says arms. I'm assuming that usually means firearms. However, when firearms have been banned, particularly in England and Wales, crime with knives has increased. And therefore, in the London Sunday Times, now they're worried about control of knives. So it depends on how far we're willing to go with laws that perhaps could be superfluous if people would actually defend themselves. The second thing I'd like to speak about is Amendment 48 and the Personhood Amendment. I'm a little concerned with the language of personhood as opposed to humanhood, because instead of providing human rights and dignity at the time of fertilization, as is common practice in Europe and other countries where biological and biomedical research are currently taking place, regulated and taking place, the human dignity is extended to the fertilized embryo. However, a person, to me, philosophically implies an ability to reason, consciousness, and personal identity. And to make this a personhood amendment actually concerns me as opposed to a humanhood amendment. Thank you very much.
All right.